Alright. Huh, that's weird. Can't really hear me, huh? Alright, how's that? Speaking of which, credit where credit is due for Carl Casey at Whitebed Audio. Gotta turn my mic up, huh? Why is my mic so quiet? Huh, let me check that real quick. Very strange. That was a little weird. How's that now? Do I sound louder? Hola, como estas, Flask? Con por miso soup? Que lingra es vas a ser? Anyway, what's good, kid? What up? How you doing? There we go. A lot of bad, huh? Okay, I'll turn off the music. We can chat about it. Oh yeah, Discord link is in the chat somewhere. Let's chatteroo, bucko. Where should I put it? That seems about good. Let me reread the chat. New background. Yes, I finally finished moving. And in the process of moving 5 tons worth of stuff by myself, I lost 3 tons worth of it because I just decided I was done having a bunch of fucking knickknacks. Essentially. Are you trying to talk and I just can't hear you?
Badger.
Oh, okay, now I can hear you. Yeah, no, all the settings reset. Yeah, now I can.
Oh, it's probably because you like unplugged your PC, you know.
Yeah, I forgot completely all about that shit.
Yeah, it like resets everything when you manually unplug it. You know, I have had some of the so. I don't want to hijack the stream too quickly, so if you want to give
hijack away, let's go, bub.
Okay.
This is your stream now.
I want to preface this. Everything has been wonderful up until about 7 hours ago. Like, give or take. Okay. It's a lot. So, let's start with the good. All right. You know, I finally did it. I finally topped a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I made it top 3. So big whoops.
Hooray!
Yeah, we did the thing after months of training. We did it. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Now you and I have something in common. Besides everything else on the list.
Yeah, I know.
I've won Magic the Gathering tournaments, and you've won Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Let's go.
Hey, there we go. What, you want to know another similarity? I lost my job.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, so, you know, I have my license and everything, like my lifeguarding license.
Yeah.
That expired yesterday, so I am, well, I'm not completely out because I'm still with the city, you know? So I can still try and, like, get another job, you know, and everything. But it's not great. That's for sure. It's definitely not been fun, but
fuck.
What are you gonna do about it? But besides that, well, also I'm worried about not being able to graduate because we have this thing called a high school and beyond plan. And it's this like it's like completely unnecessary because like I'm like way ahead of everyone else, as you know. So it's just like it's not really something I need, but they're like trying to get me over it. So it's just like, what are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, this. I'm not sure hijinks would really cover this one.
Yeah, it's all, and I got all of this info in like 7 hours. I was literally picking up, so I stood in line for 2 hours to pick up my cap and gown because I'm graduating college, and like all that's going great. Like college has been so much easier than high school. It's not even funny.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
so strange. Yeah. So I just, man, it's just been a lot.
Indeed.
But what are you gonna do about it? You know.
I graduated this month. Whoop whoop.
Hey, good stuff.
Another useless fucking degree that I can't do shit with. It's such, oh man, such bullshit.
That's life, though, eh?
No. Well, okay, it's an enforced life.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, it's not a natural part of, existence in life. It's a forced thing.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Well, anyway, I've yet to hear anything that's truly bad.
Well, losing my job is pretty bad, I would say. I don't know
Very
about you, but
true.
That's kind of
Very true. But
kind of a big deal, you know.
the way that you laid out losing your job was just as if you were discussing the fact you moved a spoon to the dishwasher or something.
I can see how
So I was like, okay, that must not be the big thing he was talking about.
I could see why. I could see why, but it is quite a big thing. I just think I'm underselling it a bit, as it were.
Okay,
You know.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, what about you? Like, because I see the new background. So what'll happen with that?
Well, I was gonna get one place or another place, and then one place I
Yeah.
gave them a deposit to secure the place, and told them, hey, here's deposit now. I'm gonna get back to you in 2 weeks when I'm ready to move. Right, and they still had to rebuild and reconstruct the whole fucking thing because they had like illegal migrant animals in it before me, and they destroyed all of it. Shit and piss everywhere too. Just blech, freaking animals. But yeah, and you know what? Big backyard and everything. It was nice, close to my son's school. Well, I got back to them, 2 weeks later, and I was like, hey, I'm ready to move anytime now. I'm just waiting on word if y'all are good or not. I told them I could wait some time. And then they were like, oh, we're sorry. We have returned your deposit because someone paid in full up front, like a week ago or some shit. And I was like, come de mierda.
I could see why that would be frustrating. Yeah.
Pinche culeros. So yeah, and then the other place I was gonna get, my ex threw a fit. It was super cheap, but it's a studio. And I'm talking super cheap for even fucking here, like $550 a month.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty nice. You know.
And I can fix up anything I want to live in, so I'm not worried about having to work on shit myself. Although that was located in a worse area of town than here, where I'm at the moment. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Commander Wolf? How you doing? I'm good now. I'm moved
welcome,
now,
Wolf.
and shit like that. Yeah, studios aren't bad, but my ex was throwing a fit over custody and shit. So I had to find another place that, would have a extra bedroom in a quick, fast, in a hurry. And this one opened up, and it's one of the. So here's the funny thing: these were actually barracks for Fort Bliss. These buildings I'm living in right now. Back the first time I came to Fort Bliss. And now they're part of the city.
Hey, old man syndrome, eh?
Holy fuck. Like I drove over here, right, to check out the place. I was like,
Yeah.
why does this all seem fucking familiar? And I'm reading the street signs. I'm like, shit, this seems like deja vu. What the fuck's happening here? And I'm like, and my son, he's flipping out because he can't figure out why I'm flipping out. And like, it's a good time all around. That's why. But I was like asking him, like, hey, that sign says what? And so I come across this area with these buildings on it. It's the old fucking barracks that I stayed in the last time, the very first time I ever came to Fort Bliss.
That is really good.
It's funny as hell. Good times though. Good times. Commander Wolf working. Oh damn, for Bliss Barracks, check for mold. No, that's the newer barracks. These ones I'm in right now were the old school, like bomb shelter style, military
like
perfected concrete, reinforced and, armored and shit. Like these things were built to, at the time they were constructed, take missiles and at least remain standing, essentially. Like these things are fucking solid. So yeah, these aren't the ones I got to worry about mold in though. Thankfully. That, and they actually did smart when they painted the inside of these, because they painted them with a special type of sealant. I forgot the chemical mixture name. That basically like just all it does is closes all the porous surface, and that's it. Like all done. It's pretty neat.
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
It's a nostalgia trip though, because fucking like the front office for this place was where the company HQ was.
Damn.
Holy shit. But yeah, and then we had like a sister company in the next barracks and all that shit. Like, holy damn. Commander Wolf, back when built like brick shithouse used to mean something. Damn Skippy. God damn though, just honestly amazing. Friggin' hell. But yeah, old man syndrome indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I ever get to build myself a house, I'd
get one of those.
I'd construct it just like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Except what I'd do is that I would shore up the outside like really thick, deep rooted trees.
Mm.
Cause then it's like extra cool
like,
inside and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, it could be worse, Like all things considered in your position, pretty solid,
I just live in one of the most dangerous areas of town and already got into a fight. So, I mean, hey, other than that,
yeah.
other than that, god damn, I'm kind of lucky because the motherfucker had like one of those like, he had like, I forgot what they're called in carpentry. It was like a heavy wedge. Commander Wolf, landlord finally put money to get the roof fixed and porch roof. Okay, good stuff, bub. Good stuff. House was leaking in water like an open ship scene. Bug. Mud brick adobe housing still works. Bub. I swear by it. This shit's great. I taught my guys how to do it while we were out there because we got, we had to wait for the buses to come back to pick us up. And so while we were waiting in those 8 hours, we built ourselves like a little 4x3, like fucking, Adobe hut essentially. And the dudes were just flabbergasted. They're like, this is what's under the fucking sand here? I was like, yeah, this shit's everywhere. It's what makes the ground hard. Otherwise, every area would be like these ones, right? But yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Make Adobe Fort Badger. Fuck yeah. If I get to be a warlord, it's gonna be called Fort Badger. Anywho, no, what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, no, he had like one of those little like heavy wooden wedges as like a fucking weapon. I don't know how else to explain that. um, shit. You put them into the corner of someplace, right? And then when you use them to shore up, like, doorways or walls or whatever. Forgot the name of them though, but it's a wedge essentially, like a wood wedge. Oh, give me a sec. Still there, Mango?
Oh, you know it.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
All right, I have returned. Well, anyway,
Welcome
um,
back.
so yeah, basically, like day one, I get here, that night on the 22nd, when I start moving and shit, freaking old dude come up to me, Somalian looking motherfucker, kind of tall though, kind of tall, like maybe like a couple of inches shorter than me, and he come up, hoodie wearing, in the fucking 99-degree weather we got going on and shit, right? Give me them fucking predator eyes. And so, I'm like, hey, what's up? And try to move on. Next thing I know, I feel a sharp ass fucking pain on the top of my scalp. Here, let me show you.
Let me see.
You see that?
Ew. Jeez. So what happened?
I don't know if you could see it. I don't got the headphones on.
It's you can kind of make it out. Like it's not perfect, but you can sort of see it.
What'd you say? I just put the headphones back
You can
on.
kind of make it out. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can almost do it.
Well, any issue, like, oh, because you're on a smaller device, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, but fucking, I try to just, move on by. I'm a good distance away too, so I'll know, you know. And freaking, I feel sharp pain on my fucking skull, right? And it hits me twice.
Jeez.
And he must have done it like overhand, like two-handed with that fucking thing. And the first one hurt more than the second though. That was the one there I was like, oh, what the hell just happened? And then it got me the second time. So I turned my happy ass around to tackle whatever's behind me. And he's got like the wedge in between me and him. And I just start just, I don't even remember all that everything I did to him actually. I just started laying in. But yeah, no. Luckily, he didn't get nothing else off on me, by the grace of God. But yeah, friggin', and then I just left him laying there. Cops came by later. I think they probably had paramedics too. I did a couple of trips to my truck. I just left the dude on the street. No one's gonna say shit around here. They don't give a fuck. But yeah, no.
True.
So I make trips back and forth. Cops interview me. I tell them didn't see nothing. And hey, like, so yeah, just freaking, first day I'm here, I get attacked by some crazy, most likely illegal motherfucker, ass monkey, like,
As you do.
as I do. God damn it, though. I was like, okay, I expect some rough shit, but this was something else. I know I'm in the ghetto, but fuck.
Yeah, for real.
Luckily, I wasn't bleeding all over the place. I think I washed the hat, though. The hat caught most of the blood, but yeah. And this was one of those times where I just didn't have the time to pull my great equalizer. Because he was right there on me. And my first instinct was get them the fuck down, whoever they are. I can control it from the ground. But yeah, no, like, God damn it. Any Jew, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Though, I mean, I don't know. I think pulling the Great Equalizer would have only ended poorly for you, honestly. Like, just legally.
Well, just one more piece of trash off the street. Who cares, really?
Yeah. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Give me a
that
sec. Someone
sentence.
just knocked at my door.
Talked about him. Now he's reappeared. They're in the walls. What was it? Like a package?
No, I think it's one of those local teen takeovers going on.
Oh.
I'm just going to ignore them unless they start shooting at me.
Yeah. Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Any Jew, but yeah, friggin',
Well,
that's how shit's been going for me.
it's been interesting all around, eh?
Indeed,
For
we
everyone, I
we
think.
we all seem to have like quirky parts of our lives going on and shit like that.
At least it's like we're having fun with it, you know? you definitely seem happier here than you did at the previous house. So
Oh, I'm high as fuck right now and probably drunk. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, I
Something
know.
like that.
We can tell. It's you're pretty easy to read when it comes to that.
Yeah, I guess so. Commander Wolf, been watching police footage, and yeah, it can go from calm to ambush real quick.
Ooh, we should watch some Watch with Us or Explore with Us.
I would
You ever
say,
seen that?
uh, no, but I'm sure in the future I'm gonna see it. What I would say is that it's a different. It seems like it should be the same when it comes to being the attacker or the attacked, but they're completely and totally different worlds, to each other. Because if you're the attacker, you're the one that initiates everything on your terms, right? You're the one that forces the engagement. You're the one that brings the first violence into that space, right? Control the engagement and all that good shit. Being a defender is completely different story. Having to
Well, I mean,
defend,
primarily, yes.
you're pure reactive when it comes to that. So even someone like me who, I do something like 1,000 plus, pistol training draws when I go to the range, twice a month, and I can get there quick, quite
Yeah,
often,
we should get
real
a range
quick.
day video.
I got one squared away somewhere where I'm just having fun with the guys on the range, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
no,
al- also you did like a workout stream once. You should do more of those, Loki.
oh yeah, that was fun. It, the
Yeah,
thing
like
was is that
you had us in the live chat. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
the thing of it was is that that gym started pulling some fucking shenanigans with childcare.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah, no, fuck that. If I'm paying, right, and I get here first, I should get priority.
as one do.
Instead, they were saying, oh, well, it's a reservation basis.
Well,
Okay.
I get that. Like, I get why,
It it
because you don't
it
want
makes sense, right? If you plan it out like a week in advance or some shit like that.
yeah, but the difficulty. Well, I guess it also helps if like you want to like set up a routine.
Oh, give me a
Like
sec.
you booked it. Oh,
Gay. Continue.
it makes sense because also if you want to like force people into a routine, you know what I mean? Like if they reserve a time and they don't show up for like 2 times in a row, then they lose the ability to claim that slot. So
Well, I
I
mean,
think it
that's
also
just
keeps people.
that's basically an industry standard.
I mean, true, true. But I think it makes sense. I get why, but I also get like first come first serve. But I think reservations are probably the smarter business model for that. You know.
But not to the detriment of, right, their their present business, right? So I'll tell you how this made it all very stupid. Someone could reserve during the time I was there the next hour, right? Within the 2 hours I had already paid for, right?
Okay.
So
Well,
meaning
yeah.
they could cut into my hour that I already paid for because I'm first there.
Oh. Yeah.
See that? See?
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. So they just set it up like terribly. Okay. I don't think that's a fault with the system. I think that's a fault with the company itself, then, or just the people running it. You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't make sense because, reservations ahead of time cuts out anyone coming, regularly that doesn't schedule these things a million days in advance.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel a lot of people like just have a routine anyways. I think you're kind of just like an exception, genuinely, because you tend to, well, considering you don't work, uh, you have a lot more weird hours constantly and just like different hours throughout the day to go. Whereas most people have a 9 to 5, so they either go in the morning or go after work or go on their lunch break. So, you know,
I do it at work. Yeah, it's definitely a team takeover. They just did like 3 knocks, like 3 of them.
yeah, well, just no.
Now if they start shooting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, just leave it alone unless they start provoking, action to happen.
It is, in a way, comforting because the ghetto is exactly as I remember it.
Well, at least this time you're in a concrete box.
This shit has not changed. I'm in a totally different state. It's a new generation, right?
Well, this isn't just a new generation. You're like 4 generations behind, dude. Like, come to think of it,
Freaking A.
you have millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and now Gen Beta.
Hmm.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, my son is alpha.
Yeah. Oh, my niece just got born. I don't know how I forgot to mention this.
Congratulations, uncle.
Yeah, she's yeah. Well, I've been one for quite some time because I have my nephews, but yeah, she's like super tiny. Like she almost weighs nothing. She's really small.
Girls usually are pretty small.
Well, I mean, yeah, but she's like I guess she's still in like the correct percentile, but she's like on the line of being like at the very bottom one, you know.
Hmm.
So she's like tiny, tiny. But yeah, it makes sense considering, my my older brother, he's like 5'8", and his wife is like 5'4", 5'6". So she's probably gonna be 5'2" to 5'4", I'd imagine. You know?
You describing people's sizes freaking reminds me of a conversation I had yesterday.
Well, let's hear it. I ain't got nothing better to do. I got nothing but free time now.
And
It's been forever since I've been unemployed.
this freaking girl, she chats me up because there's like a bar that's like two blocks over.
Oh, okay.
And I went there to
I'll
go
let you know
just,
where it is.
chill and be like, have a little bit, take another long walk back. And she just starts chatting me up, and she's an obvious hoe, right? You know the type, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I know it.
so yeah, you
It's
know what I'm talking about.
Whenever you say stuff like that, it's just so funny. I don't know why. It just feels like it. It's because it's so natural for you. It's like it's not like you don't know what you're saying though. It makes it funnier almost because you're completely self-aware.
Yeah,
It's
like a
so
madman,
confusing.
a mad scientist.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyways, continue.
Any Jew. Um,
Talking to a girl, you know.
we were chatting. Okay, so she's a hoe. Um, but she's like an honest one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
not
But
proud
it's honest work.
like one of those OnlyFans chicks. Oh no, I'm not talking about a street
Grounded.
girl. She wasn't a street girl.
Oh no, I know what you mean. But I mean like, grounded, like,
Yeah,
someone who knows
based.
what you're doing,
She's
Yeah.
like the base type essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And I can tell. She can tell. I can tell. So she starts making jokes of it while we're talking about just random shit, right? And how she thought I liked the Steelers because I was looking at the screen next to where there's a rerun of the Steelers playing a game, and instead I'm
Oh, okay.
watching the Sci-Fi Channel, and they had on Andromeda. Good show. Anyway,
Ooh.
um, yeah, no, but she's chatting me up a little bit, and then next thing I know, we're talking about sizes, and she's like, "You use magnums," and I was like, "God damn, you are a hot one, aren't you?" And she chuckles at me and stuff like that, and she's like, "So, where does all this go?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm looking for a wife, but it's gonna take some time. No hard feelings." And and she was like, "I think for a man like you, she'll probably need to be at least 6 foot."
Well, if if Nihilia's descriptions are anything to go off of, yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, shit. I was like, God damn. Well, she got me on that one, right?
Yeah, you
Her
did.
and I did not even do nothing together. We just chatted at the bar, and I told her have a good night, and she was able to size me up perfectly.
That's some true math right there. If you know, you know.
That's some incredible experience, I gotta say.
Hey man, it ain't much, but it's honest work, okay?
She's got it under the belt. I'll say that much. She's one of those
Yep.
that's like a Rahab from the Bible, essentially.
Be proud of your craft, okay?
But yeah, freaking, jeez, she reminds me of some of the Japanese girls I knew back in the 2010s. Except they retain like, well, back then, I don't know about anymore, but Japanese girls retain a lot of their like actual like girliness. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well, they have a problem with like birth rates over there, unironically. Like,
Well, I mean,
it's
their
it's because
culture
their
is
work culture is so
superior.
insane.
Yeah, their
Well,
culture is superior in many ways, but that's not one of them.
yeah, definitely not in terms of like actually living. They live some of the worst lives. Like, yeah, there's a whole YouTube channel where you can
I've
just watch the life
I've
of like
stayed at some of their
salarymen.
places. I know how
Yeah,
that goes.
yeah. It's also because they commodify their culture so much. You know what I mean? Like they are truly the peak of late stage capitalism. Well, so it's funny because they're the interpretation of American capitalism, and then you look at some place like Korea, which is the American take of the Japanese take of their take of what capitalism is supposed to be.
And everybody
Korea
clapped.
is so fun. Yeah, Korea is so fun to like look into.
Yeah, well, I
Like,
mean, true Asia is very fascinating all on its own.
true.
And I look forward to going back someday.
Just one of those days. All about the he said, she said. Oh, you got like 8 requests to do in the
Yeah, I
Discord.
know, I know. I just figured I'd let everybody know I'm alive, I'm kicking, and
Kicking and screaming.
well, I don't know if I screamed during that time. The dude hit me on the head with the wedge thingy, but probably. I don't know. I don't remember. For all I know, I was like, ah! Just in his face. Commander Wolf. Badger's new porn star name, the Magnum Badger. His deagle both removes a life and adds +1 to the gene pool. So it's got dual passives that are attached to it, huh? Good golly,
Hey,
Miss
man, that's pretty
Molly.
good stats.
It is pretty good. Because +1 to the gene pool? Jesus. I'll have a child and about 1,000 genes swapped. I'd have to be Genghis Khan level to freaking to achieve that shit.
It's so because like there's so many people relate. Like it's genuinely crazy, dude. Like the number is so honestly astounding. It's hilarious.
Well, at the same time, I mean, it is China.
Well, Mongolia
'Cause
technically isn't China.
the Mongolians don't care if you say that or not, which is
Yeah.
funny.
Well, no.
But no,
Yeah, I know.
the thing with it, right? The whole thing about like 1 in 4 people on planet Earth are related to Genghis Khan or some shit. Well, look at the
Well, it's true.
numbers. And then look at where all the numbers of those that are related to him originate all are and still remain. It's because their population is so huge. They're about 1/4 of planet Earth. That's why.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, us people here in the US, maybe 1 out of 1 million are going to have any relation to Genghis Khan at all.
Oh,
But
but if you go to
but yeah.
Mongolia, then yeah. Well, you have to imagine he had like 1,000 wives, and then like all of his kids all had a ton of wives, and then all of their kids had a ton of wives. It just grows out of control so incredibly fast. Is still incredibly funny though.
Yeah, freaking being able to erase a carbon footprint in a very quick and efficient way. Wonder what happened to those days.
Bureaucracy.
Are we more civilized or less? I can't tell.
Does it really matter? No.
There's another beer.
For what? How did it kill me? Huh. Well, I'm pretty much just like in terms of my school stuff. I don't know if you remember from earlier. I forget if you're. Oh no, you're away from your chair. Okay.
All right, I've got a beer.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I'm just kind of chilling for right now because tomorrow I'm gonna go onto the park's website because basically I'm still employed. I just like can't work. Like I'm legally not allowed to. But however, I can still apply for their jobs and like get them if you know what I mean.
Okay, so basically busy work to move yourself along to whatever possibly is next.
Well, not even just busy work. Like I could be a pool technician. Like that pays like $24 an hour, which is like 6 more than I'm making now.
Hey, that could be something.
So yeah, like I can do that. I do a bunch of stuff basically. So work really isn't the problem. My biggest concern is basically just school and how that's gonna play out. But because if that messes up, well, I really don't have like any way to fix that necessarily. So we're just kind of praying.
Well, if I could help, I would, but my powers do not extend beyond my locale.
Yeah, yeah.
Commander Wolf, being Genghis Khan is every man's dream. Maybe the Mongols were on about something. That's part of
They
it,
most
right?
certainly were.
That's part of it because they were greatly fulfilled as human beings. In savagely, yes, we aspire for more, but they were greatly fulfilled in their lives and as people. And then you contrast them with the Europeans. And even the Europeans of that time were a bit of a contrast because, whereas with the Mongols it was truly right, just, Roman free. It was much different in the West because things
Most
were a
certainly.
lot stricter, much more zoomed in on essentially. But yeah, that is, the thing is that the two complemented each other in the ways that they lacked.
Very well said.
But yeah, also, by the way, it does say in the Bible for men to have many children. Just saying. um, Commander Wolf, I mean, he was still at his time eclipsed Rome's reach, and Rome, advanced as they were, had their own control issues. Well, yeah, yeah. Seeing the patterns of the Roman Empire kind of play out in some parts of the U.S. is real concerning. We all know how that
Say
shit went
that again.
down. Hmm. This is some damn good chicken.
Chicken.
Anyway, like I was saying, between Judeo-Christian and the Eastern things, combining the two seems to be the sweet spot.
Yeah, probably. I'd imagine somewhere around there is probably the best end point, arguably. You know.
Commander Wolf, maybe the Mormons were onto something having many wives. Oh, yeah, most certainly. I mean, the Mormons are kind of weird.
Kind of is an understatement. I know them.
Genuinely incredibly nice people, though.
Yeah, no. Literally, I can speak from experience. My family is like, yeah, like the community itself is. Uh, Sometimes it just depends, really. It depends on who you are. Uh, and because there's a big difference between the ones that live in Utah and the rest of them. Like the multiple wives thing, that's like a deep Utah thing. That's like not really anywhere else. Which should be noted.
Well, I mean, at the end of it all, it does also make sense. You want to
Oh
have
yeah,
many,
yeah,
many
yeah, for
kids,
sure.
quickly. Well, why wait 9 months and instead, have 9 babies born in 9 months?
Very true, very true. Can't doubt the logic.
It makes sense. Plus, the Bible isn't against it. Well, okay, not
Oh no, it really
exactly, but
isn't.
the context is like very niche. But it's just like the things about like saying, "Oh, there's no rules for men in the Bible or whatever," which is a lie. Um, let's see, Commander Wolf. Well, they did base a lot off of Rome, but problem is now instead of the good aspects they tried to pull, now it's reflecting bad. Look to our education system. It's not the model they originally intended to use. It's transitioned to the one Rome used for educating its slave population. Yeah, pretty close.
No, no,
Pretty close.
no, no, because the United States system is built off the Prussian system of education.
But yeah, no, hell, I'm not even against slavery either. But yeah, yeah, no, just like a lot of things we were taught, starting with my generation, we were taught were just turned out to be proven lies in the modern day. Like slavery was all bad and only white people did it.
Well, I don't think anyone actually believed that. I don't know.
Oh no, basically everyone did. Because who does it come from? Oh, our teachers, our academia, our higher learning centers are passing this knowledge down to us to consume. That's how it was basically looked at. It was a trusted institution, the Department of Education, across all states. Then finding out later what you were taught was all lies. That's a big thing for some, especially us older folks.
I could see how. I guess, looking at it from solely a postmodern perspective, I guess would change a lot. You know what I mean?
Commander Wolf. If it were Prussia, I'd love to read more military history versus what they teach in history class. That felt like a repeat every damn year. Yeah, it's quite a bit different from when I graduated. Y'all's master degrees, common core like prerequisites for history, which are now considered advanced, was what we graduated with in the 12th grade back in my day.
All right, let's not bring out the back in my day. Let's not go that far.
And even my son's school is a bit guilty of this, even though there's old people like me that work there. Um, but no, like when it comes to like history classes, the reason why they feel like a repeat is it's basically resummarizations of all the same shit. Just every single year, they add more stuff to it. That's literally it. And that's happening across the country.
I can agree, and it's also why I ultimately ended up stopping wanting to teach history, because you have to follow a curriculum. Like,
Now, to do
you
this
have to,
again,
yeah,
yeah, to have to what?
they have to constantly follow. Like, if you don't follow it, then you get fired. So, like, cool, awesome. Can't actually teach anyone anything these days.
Mm-mm.
Well, anything that isn't the popular narrative. You can talk about that as much as you want. Feel free, even.
So the thing was is that to do this again, back in my day, we started with our national history, right? Then the history of the world, then advanced history of the United States of America, our great and powerful nation. And then after that, world history at a more advanced level. But they weren't repeats of each other. They were just adding more shit to the pile. Each one of them back then, right, back when this meant something, kind of, sort of, these were put together by the masters of academia. There was an art that they put into each one that reflected them. Very different from the history books I've seen from the past, 25 years. Because it seems like y'all get a repaged and rewritten, version for each one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like my son's history book, even though he's a grade ahead already, it just repeats what was from his, second grade freaking history book.
Yeah, and it's something you don't really realize. It takes a while to figure it out. Like if you don't understand,
Commander Wolf. Hell, when I was young, I put two and two together that military tech and civilian tech and history march in lockstep. Oh God, I can't wait to see the history books of our time. What's interesting is that I don't know if they've put Trump in history books yet.
Well, they have, because he became the second president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms, when previously there was only one. So
Interessante.
they had to. Yeah. That's the only reason why, though. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in there.
It's hilarious because one of my now one of two for master's degrees is history.
Well, I'm about to have an associate's in a couple days.
Fucking God.
Yeah.
Commander Wolf, I can hear and see it now. If it's even going to be a book, it's going to be Orange Man Bad. Yes. He'll have a picture of him and Hitler side by side in abstract art that's like a ripoff of Van Gogh and Picasso put together in an AI fucking blender. I swear to God. And they're both going to be facing left, looking off into the distance solemnly or some shit. I swear to God.
I'm not a fan of the big orange man, but I do feel we shouldn't be outright disrespecting people as such. You know what I mean?
Fuck Kamala Harris.
I never said I liked her either. I don't like either, frankly.
I like them both because they're at almost exact furthest ends of either side of the spectrum that you can like that you
I
could
suppose. I
find.
mean,
And no, just going based off of their campaign performance and shit. Just,
oh yeah,
just holy
that's true.
Jesus. I mean, I like them both because of that. Because like you know that the little scale in games sometimes where there's like a meter
Oh
for a
yeah.
quick time event and it goes up or down, up or down. That's what I'm imagining in my head when I think of their fucking dichotomy. Oh Jesus.
That's not too far off.
Commander Wolf, Photoshop Trump onto Elon Musk with the salute Elon did. I can see the propaganda turning gear even now. I swear to God, if I do see what I exactly described, I'm going ballistic, okay? It's over for everyone. I'm done at that point. I've been holding back so humanity doesn't nuke itself to death. I'll probably change my mind.
I'm a reasonable man. Push to unreasonable action,
I'm so past my
as the
fucking
killdozer would say.
patience. My lord, though.
Ugh.
Commander Wolf. The history book is going like, please put actual history in me. And the propaganda officer goes, no. And steps on truth history. Yeah, basically. Oh, these are good news, too. Damn, this is amazing. Commander Wolf. Hell. My post-apocalypse plans involve a railroad museum because steam engines run on damn near anything. That is true. That is true, but they can't be cleaned and
Yeah.
maintained by just anything. That's the only issue. You have to have a means of production and fabrication so that you can keep them going long term. That's the only thing. But steam engines are still cool.
Well, nobody said they weren't cool. I mean, they're just, you know, they aren't as good as people think.
Freaking A, it hurts to chew a bit. Like, not because my face is tired, but because, like, up here at the top of my head, freaking, that's the connector for some of the jaw, like, muscles and shit. It sucks. So if you see me struggling trying to chew shit, that's the reason why.
Dang it, bro. He blew up the hostages.
Oh no, terrorism's. CARLSON PIKER.
Yeah,
He
no,
needs to
I'm
shot
playing this.
Kaya.
I'm playing this pretty. It's pretty fun. It's called Door Kickers Action Squad. So it's a tactical shooter, but it's 2D. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
actually like
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
I've seen that a
Yeah,
couple of times.
it's like it's pretty fun to co-op, but I've been like grinding out the single player 3-starring missions, but they keep blowing up the hostages, bro.
It's pretty freaking smart.
It is. It's yeah. The AI is incredible.
Commander Wolf, true. Luckily, the place I got in mind has the facilities needed. Plus, can use them for other things: power generation, boil fresh water, or cook food and heat. That is all very true. But you'd still need a way to build all the pieces for the engines. You're gonna need replacements. Especially if it's like a rotary or something. Oh, buddy. Any Jew.
God dang it. True. Luckily, plus place I got in mind.
Any
That's pretty
Jew.
cool.
I got lucky twice
Anyways.
today.
Oh. Yeah, seems like it.
Well, no. So the hoe I was talking about,
Oh, okay.
right? She came by like, about an hour. No, 2 or 3 hours ago now. Just to say a friendly hello and hi and goodbye.
Uh-huh.
And she got me Asian food.
Oh, that's nice.
So I'm like, okay, cool, awesome, great times. But this morning,
Oh no.
okay, I went to Walmart because I needed to get water jugs. Those 5 galloners.
Oh yeah.
Because I got a water thingy now. But yeah, and so I go there to pick that up, and I'm getting chatted up by the young lady who is helping me to load these 5 gallon water jugs in the back of my truck. And so I was like, okay, not really got much else to say except, okay, here's my number. Good luck to us both.
Won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. We're in luck now.
It's just like Jesus. Commander, so yeah, twice today I got lucky. Except with her, it was the Walmart parking lot. Like the ghetto trash that I am. Any Jew. Adorable though. Holy shit. Anyway. Oh yeah, definitely look up the Illinois Railroad Museum, largest in the country. Commander Wolf. Ooh? Yes. Ooh-hoo.
Ooh.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Well, yeah, I'm sure, but does it have fabrication? Any leftover old school fabrication tech? Because you're gonna need that. Parts are gonna be hard to come by.
Well, that's true. All right, fellas. I think for now, I gotta pop up because I gotta be up early in the morning because I gotta go into my school first thing and go get a meeting with my counselor and principal to make sure I can have my high school diploma and not ruin the rest of my life. So
Good luck.
thank you. I will hopefully see you all around, and I hope you can get to all those requests. I think if you want to just check the tab real quick, like you have like 8. So hopefully we can see him soon. But any
Jesus.
schmoozle, I will
I will see you all around. Have a good night. Thank you, Wolf.
All right then, bub. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, no. Commander Wolf, response to you getting lucky. Oh yeah, okay. It does, and lucky not far from steel manufacturers in the town nearby. Oh, okay. So you'll have access to, because even if the industry, um, even if industry has lost its primary fuel source, doesn't mean you can't switch to an alternate to get it working for you, right? Actually, I wonder if that conversion would be as hard or difficult as first presumed. Why not, instead of changing the entire structure of the engine, just convert the engine into a steam engine? It doesn't necessarily need to, yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be primary fuel source fuel if you just convert the chambers. Because then all you need is actually no, everything you could actually make that work, I think. Commander Wolf, might not be pretty, but what is renewable and still burns? Very true. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, why not just take a combustion engine and convert the chambers to make it into, you know, a steam engine, right? Transformation instead of recreation. For converting a diesel into a steamer, oh, definitely. Well, yeah, a diesel might be. Actually, yeah, they might not. They might be easier to work with, actually, rather than a smaller engine. I think that could work. That'd be a fun future mechanical project. Find an old Peter, like a Peterbilt Buzzin' Dozen from like 84 to 89. Those are monster engines. The Buzzin' Dozen. Nowadays, most of them are like, you know, supersized freaking big blocks and shit. But yeah, no. Like an 84 cab over Peterbilt. I think it'd be easy to turn that into a steamer. I want to watch some Tectone. The low IQ stare is fucking insane. All right, let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's watch some of this. It's another bald man with a beard. Watching another bald man with a beard. Watching a goth man with no beard. It's a good time all around.
Uploaded the video called The Low IQ Stare. What is this about?
Let me show you one of the most insane photos I've ever seen. In fact, one of the most insane videos I've ever seen here. There was an immigrant in Ireland, and he slashed a baby with a can. There are some parents, especially new parents, that don't go outside for quite some time after having a baby because they are so deathly terrified of something happening to their baby.
Of course.
It's their worst nightmare. They could go outside and die by getting hit by a car. The parent now, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. They'd be like, as long as the baby's fine.
That's true.
A parent's worst nightmare is while you're out with the pushchair, something happening to the one thing that you've cared about more than anything in your whole life. And in Ireland,
It's absolutely true. And places like Ireland and places like England that are just overrun with illegal immigrants that can kill you at any time. And by the way, the amount of rape that has increased since the mass illegal immigrants have come into those countries have skyrocketed. So too has murder and violent crimes. Yeah, maybe we should tell these illegal immigrants to go back to where they came from. And by the way, if you took offense to me saying go back to where you came from, you're retarded. If someone wants to come to our country, they can do so legally, and they can attempt to make our country better, because we don't need outsiders coming in and making our countries worse. Okay? If you are not going to integrate into our societies, then get the f out. It's very simple.
is a reality for a young woman. The baby.
So based. So based. It's got more foundation than a mountain. I like these guys.
I believe is fine. Just a minor gash on his head. But do you want to see the perpetrator? Do you want to see the perpetrator's face?
Sure.
And what his face looked like while he was being explained that what he did was bad?
Sure.
And why he's being arrested? Because he did not know why. Let me show you.
مش هاجي زي ولادي اهو عندي 6 months old baby and he be
Look at this ape.
after full of
I mean, he literally looks like a evil retard. It looks like he has no idea what's being said to him, and it honestly looks like this person that he's staring at. And I'm just going to be real, guys. It looks like he wants to rape her. I'm going to be complete.
I literally just dealt with this. Oh, Jesus. I literally just dealt with this. On the 23rd. The dude who smashed me in the head twice with a freaking wood wedge doesn't look too much dissimilar to this thing. Holy shit. It's a small world after all. God damn it. Oh, Jesus. Well, ain't that hilarious? I think it's funny as hell. How did we go through the same thing in different nations entirely? Holy Jesus. Commander Wolf. Peterbilt steam lorry, I can dig it. Didn't they do something similar in Escape from New York for their cars? Ugh. Commander Wolf. Damn. Yeah, damn indeed. I just dealt with, you know the motherfucker I told you all about? That I fought on the 23rd? And I left him on the street, but he smashed me on the head? Kind of like this guy, but skinnier. A little bit skinnier. Like this guy's got full freaking like cheeks. He's got some weight on him. This guy was a little bit more lean. But yeah, like, same problem, different fucking countries. Jesus. God damn it, I hate it here. I really do. Can we just get it over with? Let me know what you think. What about you?
Completely honest here. This looks like a evil, vile man who does not understand the wrong they just did because it's been ingrained into his brain to do horrific. It's awful, bro. It is. You can tell. People say don't judge a book by its cover. When has that ever been a good bit of advice? Oh, well, his burger has a ton of mold on it. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's the point of the cover, bro. That's the whole point. Obviously, any book I go into a library, if it's called Werewolf Moonlight Monster Rape, I'm probably not going to enjoy the book. But if it's called Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, I'll probably enjoy it.
Again, female police officer. Sorry, so what do I need to explain to you is this. You can't really be running around slashing toddlers with a Coke can. We don't really do
Yeah, you can't kill babies. We don't do that here. What are we doing here?
that over here in Ireland. Look at his face. He hates her. He's angry that she stopped him slashing a baby.
Let me guess. Something immediately happened to the female officer right after that picture was taken. Bet you anything that's what happens.
And now he's freaking out being detained because he doesn't know why.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. I bet you those police officers are going to lose their job. I want to remind you that Henry Nowak got killed by another brown individual, and the police let him die because they didn't want to seem racist for detaining the brown guy. This is real, and I look forward to making videos on Henry Nowak. Henry Nowak is everything that black people pretend George Floyd is, and I'm just going to be completely legitimate here. He was an innocent man.
Was he that kid that, you know, got stabbed to death just randomly by some illegal? It sounds like it might be the same guy. But yeah, freaking, it's getting worse. Make sure you carry. Make sure you carry. I've been stabbed. It ain't fun. It's not fun at all. It actually sucks. And I've been shot. Also not very fun. Kind of sucks. Okay? Just take my word for it and prepare for that to be something you don't want to happen. Because it's happening more and more everywhere. There doesn't seem to be any region, nation, country, or locale that is completely free of this. But yeah, as I was going to say earlier, people think we're all directly equal. That's a falsehood. That is 100% a Very fallacious. We're not all directly equal. Because if that were the case, and we were all directly equal, conquest would never exist. Hell, war would not be a thing. If we were all the exact same thing, period, there would not be all of this happening whatsoever. Outside of crime, there would not be conquest or warfare. If we were all directly equal, then that would be the logical result. But the fact some cultures got conquered by other cultures, right? Other regions, other peoples, other locales, different kingdoms, different continents. None of that ever would have been a thing. But the fact of the matter is that there are those that are very much like you and I. They're human, but they're a human animal, not a human being. And the fact of the matter is that you are not equal to them when it comes to the innate capacity for extreme, sheer, unadulterated, no morality, no ethical considerations given, violence. I've seen what animals like this do. I've been to Africa. That's their zoo. I've seen what these other cultures do to themselves. It's not good, it's not fun, it's not pretty. It could be fun, but it's still very shitty. Because these people are no better than to, like you and I, animals. An animal gives no thought to the fact that you have your baby in your arms. If it can take your baby and eat it, it's going to do it. That's how that works. That primitive primal mind. That's what it is. These people of which I speak are the same. They just look like you and me. That's not even a joke. Anyway, let me know what you think in the chat.
Who died for no reason by the police because they were too afraid to be called racist. A white man died because of that.
Yeah. So they tried to explain to him that what he did was bad.
If you need to be explained that killing a baby is bad, you should be put down.
100%. And the ancient people knew this, which is why there's so much more leaning towards massacre as a default rather than the latter or the opposite, right? But when you take this into account, it makes sense. That's the way of nature. Commander Wolf, even if in a perfect kumbaya society, utopia, it is going to be someone else's dystopia, and somewhere, someplace, someone will always be more equal than others. Basically, that's how it shakes out because of the sheer simple fact that we're not all equals. We're not all 7 feet tall, freaking, Shaka Zulu Spartans with katanas. I'm sorry. That's just not how it works. That's just not how it works, folks. For anyone that still believes that. We're not all equal. That's just a fact. Commander Wolf, there's always a bigger fish. Indeed. There is always a bigger fish. Oh, man.
And he's given him the low IQ sub-Saharan stare. Now he's here. Screaming. Because he doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know why he's there, why he did what he did, or even why it's bad, or even where he's going. He doesn't know. This is Ireland. Where this was filmed, I'm like an hour away from here.
Nobody's gonna help you.
Nobody's gonna help you now.
It would be such a sexy badass thing to hear is these Irish women's voices. God, they're like songbirds. I swear to God. I swear to God, if they weren't such woke pieces of shit. Okay, they're not all that way, but I mean most of them. That being said, all right. Hey, I'm part Irish. I can say this shit. I pull the other race card. But yeah, no, but I swear to God, like if I could find me an Irish woman, she'll be real Irish, not Northern Irish. You know, like a McKierney. Man, that songbird of a voice. God almighty, I'd be so happy. I would be so happy. They don't even gotta be an 8. I'll take a 5. An Irish girl that's a 5 as a wife with a songbird voice. God almighty, that would tickle my ears. I'd love it. Has anyone ever heard Irish girls singing? Have any of y'all here? Let's go off on a little roller coaster ride. Irish girls. Fuck. Singing. My cord is like on my keyboard because I don't have enough space. Sue me. Oh, wait, it might be this one. Let's see.
There was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley. Hey! Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. And in that hole there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. And on the tree there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch, the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley. Hey! Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. And on that tree.
God almighty, I love that voice. And it doesn't matter which one of them it is. They all have their own distinct, unique voices, right? You could tell them apart. But they all have that Irish, like, sing-song, fairy, like, sound, right? It's freaking great. I love it. I love it to death. Commander Wolf, hey Badger, gotta wrap things up at work. If it's still on when I get home, I'll hop back on. But if not, wish you a great night. Also, yes, Irish redheads are great. They'd be great if they weren't all so freaking incredibly leftist, woke, feminist. Blah. They'd be wonderful. Unfortunately, they're not. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Oh, no one's helping you. Oh, no one's helping.
The reality is women have ruined the earth. This is where feminism got us. It allowed animals like this to impede upon our country and nobody be allowed to say anything about it. And now babies are being executed in the streets by these illegal immigrants. And when you arrest them, they call you a racist and the police officers lose their jobs for arresting murderers. Isn't that so fun?
Now. Help me, please. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yep.
He just slashed a baby with a ripped up Coke can. You think this is just the only one?
Nobody's going to help you.
No one's gonna help you. Where do you think this guy is now? Probably still here.
He's probably still walking the streets, to be completely honest.
Yeah, slashed a baby with a broken can. What conceivable thing could a baby have done to warrant this response? The answer is...
It probably said the N-word. Remember that other streamer who got attacked in the middle of the street because he said amiga? And a black guy hallucinated that he said the N-word, so he decided to physically impose him and physically assault him by putting his hands on him and say, you are going to apologize for a thing that you didn't do? Or Henry Nowak, another brown person, hallucinated that he was racist. By the way, guys, the voice footage, the audio footage came out. He never said anything racist, and this guy still stabbed him to death. And the police officers wouldn't help him because they thought he might be racist. Jesus.
Nothing, because it's a baby.
I bet you the baby was white, by the way.
This is completely, utterly random. It is a total lack of impulse control as a result of low IQ. This guy doesn't even know how he got here. They're animals, dude.
There's literally a greater number of people that cannot remember the moment before and will not remember the moment after, who are just swimming through their existing, somehow make it when they have no storage process. There's literally people who, in the greater number, cannot conceive of what future is except for more than 5 seconds from now. Not even a joke. And a lot of people are not going to understand it because our minds are full of a lot of things, right? There's compartments on compartments on compartments for us. For these people, think of it like this. Our brains are like a full functional warehouse. Their brains are like a warehouse where there is, you know, every space is full, but it never does anything or goes anywhere. And it's all useless, you know, it's all stuff that's, you know, think of it as like cut grass or some bullshit. That's all it's full of. That's it. That's not even a joke.
Look at the size of this dude. This guy's hunched over and is nearly the same height as this little blonde lady. Why is it always little blonde ladies that end up police officers? Like, what is that? Why is it always...
Because women can be police officers just as good as men. Yes.
No, it's gonna happen.
I dream of a world where women can just relax and take care of the houses and take care of their husbands and kids and don't have to work. And people will call me a misogynist and a bigot for that.
I second that motion.
Because I just would rather women live more comfortable lives so they can, you know, perpetuate the existence of the human race. And they'll call me a bigot for that. I mean, guys, do we really want female police officers having to deal with violent thugs? No. They're going to beat them and they're going to rape them because women are weaker than men. And so
My thing is this, right? My thing is competence. Can you, have you, and do you, in some way, shape, or form, right, prove yourself of merit to face a male? Now, I do martial arts stuff part-time nowadays. I'm kind of old, but I still got it. And I do Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, some Judo, and a bit of karate, and a little bit of Hapkido. Not a whole ton. And I bounce all between them all, of course, you know. Taekwondo is one of my favorite, though. Taekwondo is just fun. That's just what it is. But yeah, like, I have yet to meet a female that can match me. And it doesn't matter what belt level they are, right? Now, I'm a 3rd degree. That's whatever. There's millions of 3rd degree black belts in the world. It doesn't mean nothing except you just did a thing for long enough, right? Well, the thing is that I've met women that were black belts senior to me, dozens of them, and not a single one could win a match against myself. None of them. I'm nothing special. I'm just a guy. All the other guys, you know, that were black belts next to me could do the same. Right? So it's like, look, prove you could be the equal and you can get these positions. Just like people misunderstand me when it comes to my taste in women. I don't like women that are like, you know, incapable or incompetent. I don't want, you know, a weak, wilted, freaking, you know, dumbass. I don't know how else to describe that. They're lovable, sure, but not very useful. I want someone who is my equal, or close to it, in some kind of parity, mentally. And then physically to be able to, if not equal me, then to have the capacity to be in addition to me. Right? So I want like a Wonder Woman, essentially. Pretty much, yeah. Well, yeah, kind of. Because, you know, Wonder Woman is very capable. She can be a leader. She can be a fighter. She can keep up with Superman and all that. But at the end of the day, she's still a woman. That's something closer to what I would want. Any Jew, let's continue.
We need to get women out of these roles where they're in danger. Let them be safe. Let them be nurses. Let them be baristas at Starbucks. Let them be cashiers. Let them be customer service employees. Let them be mothers. Let them be prostitutes. Can we just protect our women in this country and stop forcing them into roles where they do not belong?
Little blonde ladies that turn into police officers. This woman's doing the majority of the work here and is struggling to apprehend this bioweapon that was imported. This guy can't get to him because this lady's in the way. This lady police officer is in the way of the man doing the job that needs to be done.
Let the men do the physical jobs and let the women do the support roles. It's really that easy.
Women can be good shots if they're trained accordingly, right? And they also they have to have nerves of steel. Not a lot of women have nerves of steel. They have something equivocating balls, but not nerves of steel. There's a giant difference between the two. But yeah, women can be good shots. They can. I've met quite a few. When I'm at the range, I meet them all the time. There's quite a few women that have outshot me. And I'm, you know, sure, I'm no like super expert or nothing. I just went to a school that taught you how to shoot. Nothing fancy, really. Honestly, if anyone truly tried, I think they can get expert on range. But anyway, that's just my thing. But yeah, women can be good shots. I've met women, right, who at 100 out of 100 is 100 out of 100 every single time. And they just don't miss. They're amazing. Women can be good at that. So therefore, all we need is women like that in these roles. And then they can support the men who are using the physical force. Just my thoughts.
It's really that easy. Let men do the things that require strength and dexterity. Okay? Let women handle the jobs that are charisma and faith. It's magic too. It's really that easy.
Yeah, it's going back here. Tell you what though, if anyone in that crowd was like, go back to your country, go back to where you came from, would you? They'd be arrested. They'd be in the back of the van. Look, it's one thing.
Yep.
Look, it's one thing to slash a baby's face, but don't be racist out here. Don't be throwing around racist phrases like that. Slashing a baby in the face is pretty bad. But being racist, don't let me.
Prostitution, especially online prostitution, should be illegal. Goy tone. You must be new to my channel, because if you actually think that I support prostitution and online prostitution, you're just retarded. You must be new. If you think of all people, you had to tell me that. Good Lord, bro. It was a joke. Get a grip.
Catch you saying racist things like that around here. Go back to the face. Where is it? Show me the face. Look at this. Look at that. He's mad. He's mad that these cops he's got his hands in his pockets. He just slashed a baby in the middle of the fucking day. And he's mad that he's being apprehended because he doesn't know what's going on. Oh, but Ireland was about to collapse. We needed this. This is the diversity we needed. We need him here because without this guy, Ireland is lost. Behold the result, ladies, of what happens when you don't have kids. These
Must be imagining things.
come in and they're slashing the babies of the women that actually do have kids. This is it. This is what you're saying. Well, people aren't having kids. Yeah, because you told women that it's to not have kids anymore. You told women that having kids is gay and that it's a sign of.
Dude, I cannot tell you how many women are horrified of having children now. Listen, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, a lot of you guys know that I'm engaged, and I'm talking to my fiance, soon-to-be wife, about having kids.
Congrats, fellow bald old man. Oh, actually, no, wait. Tectone's like 30-something, isn't he? I think he's in his 30s. I could be wrong.
The information that I see Sophia reading on having children is terrifying. And then you look into it, and it's all complete. There is so much false information. Everything that's put out tells women, it's going to ruin your life, it's going to ruin your life, it's going to ruin your life. Over and over and over again. To where I get why women aren't having kids, because the information out there is horrific. Your life's ruined. Your body will never be the same. You're going to be in excruciating pain. No one is ever going to love you anymore. They're all going to give attention to the kid. You will cease to exist as a main component of your family. It's like, what is going on? Once
Feminism. Isn't it wonderful?
you have a kid, you forfeit your independence. It's like, good God, bro. Like, it's literally like, if you have a kid, you lose, you up, your life's over. And so nobody wants to have kids. Nobody.
Oppression is oppression, actually. Having a kid and a husband, that's oppression. Women fell for the propaganda hook, line, and sinker. Do you have any idea how stupid you need to be as a collective to fall for that programming? This is why they didn't do it on men, because men would have been like, off. So what did they do? What did the propagandists and the communists and the Marxists go off and do? That's right, they went straight to the women. Absolutely astounding. That's not the only that made this face. That's not the only one. That look, the sub-Saharan low IQ stare. I said it as if it's something that's reoccurring. Oh yeah, not the only one. Let me find the other example for you. See if I can find the photo of his face here. They're scrubbing it. Yeah, look. Look at this. I typed in African migrant walks into lady's home and then leaves, which happened in the UK. And what's the first report here? What's the first one that comes up here? Woman tried to enter migrant hotel, court told. What a silly breaking the law like that. That's the first report. This is they're burying the story. Here it is. Migrant who walked into blind woman's flat is cleared. They let him go? Yeah, let me control P this. This is the story here. I'm going to show you the picture of this face. It's the same as that other black guy. Migrant who walked into blind woman's flat is cleared. Family says victim feared for her life when the man entered. Yeah, he just waltzed into her house. And the police showed up and were just talking to him the same way that they were talking to that other black gentleman. Can't be going and walking into people's houses now. A migrant who burst into a blind woman's house has been cleared by police because of a lack of evidence. The man, in his 20s, was staying at the 4-star Britannia Hotel in Canary Wharf in summer 2025 when he walked into the flat, paid for, by the way. Taxpayers paid for that room. He walked into the flat a 5-minute walk away. He was detained by members of public and urged to go back to the hotel where protesters had gathered outside on August 13th. Family members of the woman said she was traumatized and feared for her life when the migrant entered, adding that earlier that day she had been in a coma. By the eventful day for her. Jesus. The photo taken in the aftermath showed the migrant staring ahead at members of the public as police did. Yeah, he's doing that. Look, hotel is still open to migrants. It was reported in August that the man had been arrested on suspicion of.
The United States of America is a failed social experiment. And nobody wants to say that, but it is. And it's embarrassing how it gets worse and worse and worse. And now we see other countries following suit. And it's getting worse even more rapidly over there. We need to put our foot down. And we need to get these freaks out of our country and back to where they belong. Because I'll be real, I don't want to live in a world where I have to worry about an illegal immigrant slashing my baby's throat with a soda can.
Unfortunately, the only way to achieve that is through personalized violence.
Ridiculous. But
Any Jew, that was a good one. Well, let's see. Oh wait, I gotta put the link in the description box. Give me a shekel. Bink. Okay, cool. It's been added. Got stuff back. Okay, refresh everything. Let's continue.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So it must be a day that ends in Y because obnoxious.
Ice finally delivered, or what? What should I do? Everything's a bit slow. Is just YouTube being slow? Weird. Everything's slowing down a bit. Okay, well anyway, this has been fun. Thank you for your presence here. And yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to finally not be homeless. It's great. And I'm trying to enjoy it. That being said, be good. Be safe. Make a life for yourselves. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm Badger 7 Actual, the formerly homeless veteran, Blast Cat Badger, out. You could say I am a plethora.